cat's gonna love this. These paper pads are humongous. Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Iris from Iris Impressions Art, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my Arteza haul. They sent me this massive box full of art supplies. I can't wait to try them and to show you what I think. Hello, welcome to this little unboxing discovery play session of my new Arteza art supplies. So let's quickly whiz through the things that I've got here. I have got these massive sheets of mixed media pad spiral bound 11 by 14 inch. I have said this before, I am not an inches person. I get confused, and so obviously when I ordered these I didn't realize how big they were. They are huge. So I'm very excited about those. I got some white gel pens. They are 3 different sizes, which I didn't realize when I ordered them. I just thought it was a pack of 3 of the same ones, so that's going to be interesting. I got a 36 watercolor half pan set, so these are already in the little pans, so no tubes or anything. Excited about that. And then the pièce de résistance is I got these 2 magnetic dry erase boards, which, although not particularly an art supply, they are more like a productivity tool. I am super excited about that because I am one of those people who likes to be pretty organized, even though I'm also completely chaotic. Maybe that's why I am so chaotic. I need organization tools that really funnel my ideas and my mind into productive channels. So that's why I'm very excited about these dry erase boards. But first, let's have a little look. I'll keep the dry erase board for the final bit because obviously it's not really an art supply, so we'll have a look at it at the end of the video. And for now, let's have a little unboxing of these things. Excuse the glare of my ring light. So these are spiral bound, kind of thick mixed media paper. Not too thick. I mean, personally, I don't like stuff that is too thick. I like my paper a little bit bendy. They feel kind of textured on one side and more smooth on the other side. They've got a perforated edge, which is quite helpful. I'm not usually a big fan of spiral bound. Obviously, you know I am a mixed media art journaler, so I love working in art journals, but I have been wanting to do a little bit more on, you know, separate pieces of paper, and I actually think having a ring bound book for that is great because you can either work in it as a book or you can take the pages out and they won't really affect the integrity of the book itself, so that's cool. Let's have a look. I'm gonna open this. So the reason I ordered these watercolors is because I love the fact that they come ready in a metal case, and I really like that because I'm lazy. There, I said it. I am a lazy person and I like things that look good and that are just convenient. So let's have a look. Let's open it. Okay. Oh, I didn't know it came with this. That's cool. Because another thing about being lazy is I hate swatching. I hate swatching, but I think having this is going to mean that I can actually do it. Okay, cool. So they're all wrapped. Lazy me doesn't love that. But then that's pretty common, isn't it? Like for these things to be wrapped. So what I'll have to do, I think I will have to take each of them out and then unwrap the little labels, and I will do that and talk to you after. Right, so this whole video is just going to be me taking these little wrappers off. Right, I think I'm discovering a technique to be at least semi-efficient. If you peel it off from the top, then they come off quite easily. Also, I just want to say, this video, I'm sorry if the sound is a little bit noisy at times. There is a storm called Eunice, I think, currently raging with very high winds through the UK, so bit noisy, lots of clanging and things falling over and all that stuff, so hopefully you won't notice too much on the sound, but yeah, that's what's going on. Real life, yo. Ta-da! I got so into that, I forgot to drink my tea. All the products that I'm showing you here, there's a link in the description if you want to know what they are, and there's also a discount code that Arteza have given me to share in case you want to buy these yourself and get a little discount. Find that in the description. What I'm going to do right now, I'm actually going to grab a couple of these water brushes that are in one of my previous Arteza art haul videos. I quite like these, they're nice and juicy, and this comes with a water brush as well. Let's have a little go. So I'm going to swatch this with the very handy swatch card that's been included, but I'm also going to just have a little play on this big sketch pad paper and see how that goes. Just a quick note or advice. Once you've taken the labels off of these paints, there is no indication what color they are. So really when you are putting them in, be careful that you're putting them in the same order as the swatch card, because that way you will be able to remember which colors they are. If you mix them up, then you might struggle. Although they are pretty identifiable, but look, all these blues, they look fairly similar, even though I'm sure that they will be identifiably different once they are on the paper. Right, let's have a little go at swatching. I'm gonna actually use my spray, whatever you call this. I'm gonna just spray all of these, spritz them with some water so that they become nice and activated. And let's have a look. Let's have a go and start with this nice lemon yellow and do that. I'm just gonna grab a piece of tissue paper. Let me bring you in a little bit closer. Also, that will give me an opportunity to move this off camera, because it obviously doesn't look very attractive. These work well, I find, if you are keeping them really nice and juicy. So I just spritzed all of this again so that I can really keep a lot of water going on there. You really want to pump your water brush, or just keep spritzing them with water, because the water really kind of seeps into the paint really quickly. It gets very gets absorbed very quickly. Also, I can already tell, just from looking at these, I can tell which ones I'm going to enjoy. I'm very attracted to these pinky colors, and then these greens. This one, that's the Jade Green, looks great. There's a turquoise, although it doesn't look very turquoise at the moment, not to me, but we'll see. I was very excited to see that there was a turquoise included, because that was one of my pet peeves about was it the gouache? I think the gouache set is a massive set, but it doesn't actually include turquoise, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's so fun to have all of these colors, because they're just gonna come in. They're gonna come in really handy. And also, swatching is a really good idea, but just using your supplies is the best way of figuring out what is it that you like, which are the colors that you like. But I also always find that with any paints, so not just Arteza paint, but any paints, you will find that certain colors just react more nicely. It might be to do with your own preference. Oh, that turquoise is nice. It's a very deep turquoise. I like it. I like it. So different colors, because of the pigments that are used and stuff, and because of the ratios and whatever, they will just react differently, and it will just depend on your own preference, what you like working with. And I'm always saying this, but you need to realize and figure out what it is that you like. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what anybody else's favorite supplies are. They can give you a nice clue as to what you might want to try, but in terms of what you like and what you want to use, you really just gotta figure things out yourself and try things yourself, and make up your own mind about these things. See, it's unattractive, but it's also kind of pretty. So I'm pleased to see that these paints, the pans, they are quite pigmented. I didn't expect them to be this pigmented. Oops, I mixed a little bit of that green in there. So that is a really nice and pleasant surprise. But yeah, I am really noticing that they need a lot of water. I mean, that is kind of par for the course with watercolors. My little spray bottle has run out of water. So I just got to really pump this water brush, I mean. Rust red. Okay, these are the type, like these neutral kind of, what do you call them? Neutral browns and stuff are not really my cup of tea, but let me just count to make sure I'm doing it right. That one. Like, I like them, but I just don't really use them in my work. But there's a good selection in here in terms of a good range of colors, actually. So you got quite a lot of yellows, some reds here, and a pink. Yeah, let's go through them. Let's just finish up this swatch, and then let's go through the different colors and just kind of see what we think. Did I do both? Did I do this wrong? These look very similar. I have to check the footage to see if I actually did the two different ones. Okay, so that was relatively painless. I have to say, I really like that they included this. As you can see, the pan, or what do you call this? The case actually has room for 12 more. So you can buy your own little, what do you call these, half pans, and then put liquid watercolors in, or anything from a different set. You could add that to it. I am loving this. Okay, so looking at these, I'm quite pleased with the variety. I would say like this, so the burnt umber and the mahogany, assuming I didn't make a mistake and just swatched the same one twice, they're quite similar. The fern green and cobalt green, yeah, they're a little bit different actually. There's quite a lot of similarity between these, but they are still subtly different. These are all, yeah, they're all just subtly different, which is what you want really, so that's cool. I'm so enjoying these together, and maybe that one. I just want to have a play with those. I might cut these out and like put them inside here so that I can just like do quick reference. It's just nice to be able to see how those paints end up looking on the paper. Alright, so let's have a look. Okay, so let's, I need to find my industrial size spray bottle. I don't know where I've left it. It was hiding, look. Serious business now. Let's have a go at those really yummy colors. Nice. I don't... see, the thing is, the way I treat my art supplies is that I just go for it in terms of what I want to do. I haven't checked whether this paper is actually paper for wet media. I have no idea. I'm just doing it. I love how bright these colors are. Let's have a quick look to see if they are still that bright when they are dry. But looking at the swatch card, things bode well, so let's have a look. It's funny, I associate this color, which is the Jade Green, I associate that a little bit more with turquoise, whereas I would say this is a little bit more like a cerulean. But you know, I don't know, what do I know? Let's add a little bit of a yellow there, that cadmium. And what about another pink here? I'm really enjoying the bright and juiciness of the colors. I really feel like they've done that right, and for the price point, I don't know if I expected that. Okay, I'm going to put some darker colors around the outsides in preparation for trying these white gel pens, so that will be exciting. Okay, I've brought you in close. Let's have a little look at these gel pens. So the key to using pens on top of anything is to make sure that your page is completely dry, otherwise you will definitely ruin them. So let's go for this thicker one first of all. I might have to like prime them a little bit on a piece of blank. Not much is happening here. Might be that the paper is just too textured. This is real time. I am giving you my honest first reaction. Okay, I'm gonna just have a little go at some other paper and see if that works better. So let's have a go at this. This is just printer paper, or even thinner actually. Let's put a little base coat down of some paint pen. And then let's try on top of these. Okay. We're having a bit of better luck there. Okay, that's the 1mm. This is the 0.8. And this is a 0.6. I mean, not a huge difference between them, to be honest. But, yeah, so that works a lot better. There we go. Okay. That's good at least. I was worried for a minute. Right, it strikes me that these work best if you are working quite slowly and methodically. If you try to like do kind of just normal speed writing, then they get that little thingy where you can where the coverage is not even. Okay, but that works. And now that I've been using them for a little bit, let's see if they work any better on here. No, still not. Okay, so no in terms of working on top of mixed media, but yes in terms of working on something smooth. That's good to know, good to know. Now, as a final little experiment for these watercolors, let's brayer some white on top and then put some more watercolors on top of that with lots of water. I mean, water is the key, obviously. Let's have a go of that, because that is rather than just kind of like using them in isolation, then I would be using them a little bit more in terms of how I would normally use these supplies. I love texture, I love layering, I am complete mixed media person, so I'm not a watercolor artist, so I am not looking at these watercolors in terms of, oh, can I make you know, can I make what it does on the tin? Like the type of art here, obviously they're demonstrating you can do these things with it. Great. I don't do these kind of things, so I am showing you the type of methods that I would normally use and giving you my opinion on how they work for this kind of more mixed media, grungy style that I have. But so far, I am very happy with the brightness of the colors, and looking at the viewfinder, I feel like what you're seeing on the video is pretty much what I'm seeing in real life, which is always good because you don't always know, as in like the representation on camera isn't always correct, but in this case it does look pretty close, so that's, you know, that's good. Nice, a bit of texture there. I'm going to give this a blast with the heat gun, and then I am going to put some more watercolor on top. Alright, let's create some texture. I am going to actually use a brush that I can load up a lot of water with. And what color shall we use? What do I want to use? Let's use a yellow first of all. Let's use this really pale yellow. Lots of water and see what happens. Because when you do this, you get this really nice texture of kind of the layering texture of the rawness of the brayered acrylic, but then also you still have those colored layers that came underneath, and it's very satisfying. It's very satisfying to me. It does seem to work quite well to use a brush that you can like load up a lot of water into. Yeah, enjoyable. Enjoyable. I've brought you in a bit closer so that you can like really see that color and texture. I know you might be surprised by me using all these colors because my art is quite raw and quite dark, but like, I love these colors. Okay, I came back to this and I had another go, and I have realized you can use them on top of the textured paper. The only thing is you have to go really slowly. And that doesn't work for me because my process is kind of very fast and I like to keep moving, and when you do it fast, nothing happens. So if you are like a person who likes to work slowly and meticulously, then these gel pens might work for you on kind of mixed media. But if you work like me and you like to, you know, do things quickly, then they're not going to work for you. So that's my takeaway, and that's my advice with regards to these gel pens. Okay, so before moving on to the very exciting magnetic dry wipe board, I just want to have a little summary of this. So I'm really pleased with all these colors. I am definitely going to use them, some more than others, but I think you always have that when you get a set with lots of colors in it. What I really like, and this isn't necessarily about these supplies here, but what I like about the Arteza supplies is that when you order them, and they're quite like reasonably priced, you get a lot of what you order. So you get all of the colors, or you get 2 of these books, or when you order like their art journals, you usually get 2 or 3 in a set. And for me, that works really well, because I remember very well, and I still have this sometimes, where I feel like my art supplies are precious and it feels hard to use them up and to really use them. So the fact that you get lots and it doesn't feel so precious, because you get like these big books, there are 60 sheets in each and you have 2, so that's 120 sheets. Well, that doesn't feel precious, so it kind of feels like you don't have that mental obstacle of, oh my goodness, it's like expensive or precious, or I can't use it, or I have to make a masterpiece. No masterpieces. You can just use these supplies very freely because of their variety, their quantity, and their price point. So that is something that I like. Right, so let's move on to the magnetic dry wipe erase, whatever language. Magnetic dry erase board. Okay, so first off, let me just show you what I have been using recently. This is a very cheap, nasty dry wipe erase board that I use to plan my filming and editing and like my video timeline, both for YouTube and for Patreon. So it's very functional, it's very ugly, it's not great. So this is what I am planning to up level with these dry erase boards. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a bit careful because of the glare from my ring light. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, so this was the reason that I was so excited about them. First of all, they look much nicer quality than what I just showed you. So that's exciting, but this is what I felt was going to help me up level my dry wipe erase board game. And that is these colored markers. I am really very excited. Oh wow, you get 2 of each color. That's cool. And they are magnetic, so they stick to the boards. That's really cool. Let's see. What is this? So you get, oh, of course you get 2 because there's 2 boards. Oh, duh, of course. Okay, I wasn't really thinking there. You get these erasers that are also magnetic, so they stick to the board. You get little clips that allow you to hang it up. I haven't decided yet whether that's what I'm going to do. And you get some magnets so that you can like pin things, or whatever the magnetic equivalent of pinning is, to the board. What I want to do is I want to unwrap one of these boards, and I want to, you know, do this, but pretty. Okay, I'm slightly confused. It comes with these double-sided tape and magnets. What are these for? It says 16 magnets for mounting 2 boards. What does that mean? If anybody understands... Oh, hang on, there's instructions here. Take 8 pieces of double-sided foam adhesive tape. Attach it to the 4 corners. Oh, okay. It's if you want to mount your board to another magnetic surface. Okay. Fine. It's like, I don't need that. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to mount it anywhere. I think I'm just going to set it down somewhere. So I have my art desk, and I think I'm going to use one of the boards at my art desk, and I'm going to use one of the other boards at my computer desk. So that will be handy. Okay, this is what I'm excited for. These are your regular dry wipe erase board marker colors, and they're boring. These are the colors that I want to use, and they are what I'm excited about using. So, and also this is slightly bigger than what I had before, so that is very exciting. So let's use black for the outlines, maybe? I don't know. It's dry erase. I can always change it, can't I? Cute colors. My little creative heart is already so much happier with this, even though, as you can tell, I am not a whiteboard artist, but just a bit of color is just so much nicer. Okay, I seem to not have been very lucky with my turquoise one. Both of them are not very juicy, whereas like these other ones are like super dark and like they go on really well. So I don't know if that's just that color that doesn't have that. All the other ones seem to be like nice and juicy. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that black, the black line. I mean, come on, if I've got all these colors, there is no reason not to just use the colors everywhere. And you know, I love when it comes to like productivity tools and kind of practical tools, I actually love prettifying my productivity tools. I do this with my planner journal as well. Obviously, I can just make boring to-do lists, boring practical lists, but making them into something, even if it's just very simple by adding a little bit of color, it just makes the whole process so much more fun and happy making. And so even if you're doing something that's kind of boring or that has to do with obligations and stuff like that, adding a little bit of color, adding some, I don't know, stickers or some doodles or whatever, it just makes the whole process so much happier. And I really like that. So that is what I'm doing here. I don't do straight lines. I'm incapable of straight lines. Oh, you know what color's not here? Yellow. I mean, I guess it doesn't work that well. It's maybe a bit too light. Also, I'm totally aware that this middle column is much bigger than the other columns, but it's fine, it's fine. Imperfection, yo. I am a recovering perfectionist. No perfectionism here. And also no perfection here. I don't know yet what color I'm gonna use to write things down. Maybe just black or maybe blue. Use the orange yet. Let's do a bit of decoration. That was supposed to be a star. And I envisage this kind of like my planner journal in that when I want to change it up, I can change it up and do different designs. So it might not stay like this, but right now, oh my god, let's compare. Yeah, that one and that one. That one and that one. Okay, I think you'll agree. This is much better. Okay, so let's write down some of the stuff. I think I'm just gonna go, now I'm gonna go with black because I do think it's a nice contrasting color. This is also your little sneak peek into things that are coming, although when this video goes live, some of these will have already been done. I'm sorry I don't have nice handwriting, especially not on a dry whiteboard. I mean, that's this. Like, I am literally already feeling more productive and just like a happier person. You know, I think, you know, I've said this before, as an adult, we need to have nice things. We need to have colorful markers and stickers and that kind of stuff, because adulting is not always great. So you got to do things to make it fun. There we go. Awesome. Right, so I hope you have enjoyed this video, this little art supply / productivity tools haul. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. For more creative content, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know also what type of videos you like, what you want to see coming up, because obviously I'm making the videos that I like making, but I would love to know also if what I'm making is in line with what you like watching and what you would like to see more of. In addition, if you want more kind of productivity business content, let me know if you're curious about any of my other strategies, and I could make videos about that as well. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! I'm Iris from Iris Impressions Art. Wow, I almost forgot my own company title there. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Whoops. fail.